Good morning, day 273, cooking down the refrigerator, freezer, and working pantry meals. Well, today my helper is supposed to be coming at 10 a.m. There's no rain in the forecast, and it's going to be 78 degrees, so that should be a good day for working, I'm thinking. The yellow jackets are gone, and there should be clear sailing from here on in, I'm hoping. So I have to figure out the best way to get the mulch into the backyard, since it's pretty well fenced in, and the little gate I have is pretty narrow. So I have to figure out something else, but it's doable. And it'll be nice to get that big pile of mulch out of my driveway. I'm sure the neighbors aren't loving looking at that, because I'm not loving looking at that. So I want to get outside and get a little footage of the before and see how far we get. I like to document those things for myself, mainly because I like to see progress. So sometimes if you're doing a project, think about taking a couple pictures of it, and it'll make you feel good when you see how much you've actually accomplished. So tomorrow I have to go out. I have to take my mom to an appointment, and I have to pick up a bag of apples that I got from Flash Foods for 99 cents. And I also have to pick up my my spices that I got. So I guess there's a lot of, I've had in the comments a lot of, couple different price ranges for the, Smokehouse Maple. And I guess Walmart has it for like $2.33, and also somebody found it on Amazon for that amount. Now, Giant Eagle is high in price, in my opinion. I don't normally shop there. I do buy their Flash Food boxes, but I don't normally shop there because I find their prices to be higher than, say, Mark's or Aldi's or Walmart. So some of you, I guess, shop at Target. I don't shop there very much. Our Target here has a very small grocery area. I don't know if they're like that all over the country, but they are here. Years ago we had Kroger's and Fisher Foods and a lot of different grocery stores, but now it's mainly Giant Eagle, and then we have Heinen's, which is really expensive. It's ridiculous. But they do have some different foods there. And then, of course, we have Trader Joe's, which is moderately priced, and Earth Fare. I do like to go there once in a while because they have a lot of bulk foods and vegan and vegetarian, but they're not cheap. You know, they're like on the higher end price too. But anyway, we don't have a lot of big chain grocery stores here that are discount. So I was happy to find the Flash Foods, and the produce has been pretty good. I mean, you get pieces in there that really, you know, are a little past their prime and they need to be eaten. But for the most part, you know, at least most of the produce is good for at least another week or so. And I like the fact that, you know, purchasing that at a discount is keeping it out of the landfills. So anyway, I don't know what's for breakfast today. I don't even know if I'm going to get to breakfast today because my helper's coming at 10. And there goes the alarm. So I guess it's time to sign off until it's time to look in the refrigerator. All right, I will be back. Well, I'm out here in my garden, and I just want to do a little bit of documenting the before and after. So this is coming down my deck stairs, and these are all my grow boxes that I want to move. So, and then I have this area over here, and this all needs to be mulched. Some of these plants need to be pulled out, they're just weeds. So, moving these boxes. This is going to stay the same for now. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I still have lots of chard, so that's good. Some of the peppers are coming ripe. The eggplant over there is getting ripe. Peppers, more peppers. I'll be planting different things in different grow bags here next year. But, so I have all this to mulch over here. All over here. All these plants need to be pulled out. These were impatiens. I don't know what happened to the leaves, but they're gone. This got broken during the tree trim. The bugs are gone. Yay, no more yellow jackets, so it'll be more pleasant to work. It's cool this morning, which is nice. Nice working weather. So all this needs to be mulched, and it won't be this nice dark mulch. There's not much of that left anymore. It's all been trampled in. And then this area, these are all spider webs. They need to be hosed off. Spiders have been terrible here this year. Webs everywhere. So, and then over here, more mulch. See, this is the very narrow gate. It's only this wide, and it needs to be wider. So I need to take this part of the fencing down anyway. So I think I'll do that, and maybe we'll just come through this way. But these need to be moved to over there. This old reed fencing needs to come down. I put new fencing on the other side already, so that's done. Tables and chairs are going to a different place. Gardening will be going here because this is very sunny now. Around 10 o'clock the sun comes in, and then it pretty much stays till 4. So, and then this fencing needs to come out here because my dogs trample everything. You can't have a living plant growing in the ground here. They either eat it or they trample it. So lots of work to do. That's a pumpkin. I never got any pumpkins. I only had male flowers. Again, all the boys. It's a boys club here. I only get boy flowers. So I have to check into that next year. See what I'm doing wrong. I'm sure there's a fix for that I'm not the only one with that issue. I need to trim back this rose of Sharon that planted itself with beautiful double purple flowers, but I want to wait until all the blooms are gone, and then I'll trim it back so that it can get bushier. So lots of work to do here. And we'll see how far I get. It's probably going to take me more than one day with the helper to get all this done. And then next week it's going to be in the 60s, high 60s. So we're going to have a substantial cooling off. So I have the feeling we're going to have an early frost date this year. Alright, so there it is. My garden, the end of the year, 2022. And I'm looking forward to getting this cleaned up. wanted to talk a little bit about transitions before I get going in my garden. Don't look at my table. It's full of junk again. A lot of us, especially as we get older, we go through a transitionary period, and it doesn't necessarily only take a month or two, or sometimes it takes years. We transition from being a mother and having a family and taking care of everybody else and putting ourselves pretty much in the background. At least most of us work that way. And focusing on our loved ones, and even if you don't have children, you know, a lot of times it's focusing on your partner and making sure that they're happy, and you know, but then sometimes there comes a time, whether it's your children leave home, some of them move out of state, you don't see them very often, but even like a situation like mine where I live very close to my children, I can easily drive to any of their houses within a half an hour time frame. So I live very close to my family, which I'm very thankful for. But even so, the transition period where you have to sort of let go and let them live their own lives and not try to control what they're doing, how they're doing it, and you know, with whom they're doing it. And it's a whole letting go process. You let go of your old self, and your future self has arrived. So I've been going through that transitionary period for a number of years now. I got married a second time. I got divorced a second time. I was in a relationship with my second ex-husband for quite a long time. Now it's just me, and I don't have to worry about pleasing a lot of other people in my life. So I don't look at that as a bad thing. And I know some of you are widows, you've lost husbands. That's a little bit different. I mean, unless it was a situation where getting divorced was really difficult for you because it wasn't something that you wanted. But losing a partner when you aren't really, how should I put this? When you aren't the one that initiated it, or you aren't the one that's in agreement with that, is harder than if it's a mutual parting. But that's not really what I want to talk about, but it's part of it. So I'm finding that this is the first time in my life where I'm my own boss. I don't have to check with somebody else's schedule. I don't have to see, you know, are we going somewhere? Are we doing this, or are we doing that? Do you need a babysitter for the children? That is all in the rearview mirror for me. Now I do have my mom that I do have to help out, but at 93 she's still very independent. But I know there's going to come a time where she won't be and she'll need my help more. But I'm not thinking along those terms right now. There'll be arrangements made. She'll probably live with me. But right now, I am really enjoying my time, my me time. Now, I don't know, that might sound a little selfish, but it's something totally foreign to me, and it's wonderful. I just think it's wonderful. I can putter around in my garden all day if I want, and I don't have have to hurry because I have to get ready for something else, or, you know, my time right now is pretty much my own. I can cook if I want, I can not cook if I don't want to, and not all transitions are bad. I'm finding this phase in my life really to be great, and I'm enjoying it. For those of you, some of you may have wanted to travel, and you know, maybe you had a partner that didn't want to travel. I don't want to travel. I like staying home. I'm a homebody and I enjoy my home. I would rather put my money into my environment here, but I know a lot of people like the adventure of, they couldn't do it when they were younger, so you know, they take to the road, and that's wonderful too. And hopefully, if that's on your list of things to do, you're going to do that before you get too old and can't do it anymore. So that there's a small window there sometimes, you know, between being physically able to do something and then not being physically able to do something. So I encourage you, whatever your dream is, or the things that you've always wanted to do, this is a great time in your life to do that. If you don't have a partner, hook up with a girlfriend that's like-minded, that maybe is in the same position as you. Maybe she always wanted to travel. Or have friends over to your house if you're a homebody, and you know, enjoy the company. Now I like solitude. I really enjoy it. I like the peacefulness and the quietness. Not that I don't like social interactions at all. I do, but I don't need to constantly have people around me. I enjoy solitude. I like getting in my own head and figuring out what it is I want to do, or what I like. It's like I'm the real me that I've always had inside is able to come out, because there's no judgment. There's nobody around to say, oh, you're always working in the garden, or, you know, it's not my thing, let's go do my thing. There's nobody around to do that. So I can blossom now wherever I want to blossom, whatever I want to do. I'm looking into taking some pottery classes now. I found a place not far from here. It's within 10 miles. And I want to develop my art. And there again, that's an endeavor that requires solitude. It allows your creativity to come out, and to, you know, from your head to the paper or the canvas or the pottery or the jewelry that you're making. So I'm really looking forward to being able to do that. Right now my focus is on my garden. You know, to everything there is a season, and this is the season of getting my garden set up for future me, which will be for next spring when I start the process all over again. But anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that and embracing the older you. I'm sure you've all had interesting lives. You have interesting memories. You have a lot of interesting things that you still want to do. And I encourage you to get out there and do it. Don't wait. Don't wait until tomorrow. Just start today doing all the things that you want to do. All right, well, I'm going to finish my coffee and wait for my helper. I've got about an hour before she comes. And I'll be back later and I'll show you what we did. Hopefully it'll be a lot. I'll meet you back
This
here
morning
later.
I have to have a quick breakfast because my helper will be here in
less than an hour. So let's see what's for breakfast this morning. I could have pizza for breakfast. That would be tasty. But no, I'll save that maybe for dinner because I probably won't want to cook tonight. I'm going to have this apple that came in my flash food box. I want to have some of this brie cheese. I like brie cheese. I wish I didn't like cheese. I gave up cheese for a while because of the cholesterol issues, and then I went to vegan cheese and didn't find that too satisfying. Some of it's okay. I still have some in there, and I will eat it. I'm going to have my roll. I've got 3 of those left. Those need to be eaten. And then I went back to eating cheese, and it just kind of happened. I didn't make a conscientious choice. It just kind of happened. So I'm going to eat up my cheese, and I think I need to cut back on cheese, though, because it's not good for cholesterol. And so anyway, all right, that's what I'm going to have, and I will meet you at the stove. Roll in the oven there. So Flash Foods lets you know how much you've saved in their app. So far they said I have saved $65.49 of food. So that's pretty amazing. I don't know what the time frame is for that. I have to check. But I don't know if that's just for this month or if that's... I would think it's for the month because I've been buying Flash Foods for a while now. And I know I've saved more than $65. But anyway, saving the apple peels for my puppies. They like apple peels. So I'm just going to have a very simple breakfast today. And I'm actually eating breakfast because I don't know how long this is going to take. I imagine I'll poop out before it's done with the garden, but we'll see. So I don't want to be hungry because I can't just stop in the middle and say, oh, I'm going to go eat now. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that that's how much the Flash Food said I've saved. So these are for the puppies, this is for the composter, and I just fed my worms, so they don't need any food right now. You know, it's only a box this big, so they can only eat so much. But yeah, I wish my son would come and pick up the worms because I'm kind of over it, but I can't let him starve. So there goes my roll, and I'll be right back here. Alright, I love when things fit in containers that I have. So I pretty much use my air fryer and my toaster oven for almost everything. I very rarely use my big oven. First of all, it heats up the kitchen too much, and I actually store bakeware in there, so it's a big pain in the butt when I have to use my oven. I mean, I do use it, like if I'm baking sourdough or something like that, then, you know, I use the oven. But for most things, I use my toaster oven and my air fryer. So, you know, if you're a single person, you might want to think about getting a toaster oven for yourself. And if you do, then get one that's big enough that you can bake like muffins or cupcakes in, you know, that'll hold like a tray for 6, because that will save you a lot of money not heating up your stove all the time. Okay, well, there is my simple breakfast today, and I'm looking forward to eating this. Brie cheese on a hard roll and an apple. I think it's a Granny Smith apple. All right, picture time. Okay, well, I'm going to eat this, drink my coffee, get my car out of the garage, and put on my big girl pants and get some work done. I'll see you back here later, and I'll let you know how it looks like a mess still, but we got a lot done. My helper and I, she's such a nice woman. So we got all this mulched. I still have to figure out where I'm putting what. And we got the new fencing up, so I'm happy about that. Still more mulch to do. I've got at least another couple of 2 or 3 days of work to do in here. But oh my goodness, I am feeling it now. So I'm going to go sit in my chair and do nothing for the rest of the day. I'm going to warm up my pizza for dinner. But yes, we got a lot done, and I'm very happy. All right. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, it's time for dinner. Day 273. So let's see what we've got cooking in here. I'm not cooking. I'm too tired to cook. All right, this is pizza left over from yesterday. My grandson brought me a pizza. So that is what is for dinner tonight. And I'm not even going to bother putting it in the oven. I'm just going to microwave it and call it good. I think I'll have some of my pickles. That would be good. And some of my pickled mushrooms. Gotta have my veggies. All right. I will meet you at the stove. Okay, I'm heating up my pizza in the microwave. And then I'm going to have some veggies. And boy, I'm pooped. Okay, pizza's warm. I do love pizza. And I like pan pizza. This is Domino's. Their pan pizzas are pretty good, and they're pretty cheap if you order online. If you call and order, they're like twice as much. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I like olives, mushrooms, and onions on mine. So I'm just going to eat some of these mushrooms because I don't want to leave the mushrooms in the brine too long. I don't know how long they'll be good for, but boy, are they tasty. So I want to eat these up in the next couple days. I imagine they'll keep for 3 days anyway. So, but you know, always smell your food. You don't want to end up getting botulism or anything like that. And then I'm going to have my little zucchini pickles. I looked on Flash Foods today. I think I'm becoming addicted to Flash Foods. And they had veggie boxes with peppers and zucchini. And I was very, very tempted to get another veggie box, but I need to eat up what I have. And honestly, they have veggies all the time. So, all right. So there is my. I'm saving the onions for my hot dog, my vegan hot dog that I still didn't eat. Still have my tomatoes here I didn't do anything with. Still have my citrus fruit. So maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain. So I'm glad I got all that mulching done today, but I didn't get it all done. So it's going to take a little bit more time. Because that is a lot of work. It really is. Alright, so here's my dinner for tonight. My pickled veggies and pizza. Picture time. There we go. So the first thing I did when I got done today was get in the shower. So now I'm just chilling, and that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the night. And I'm going to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself, be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.